Ow! Should I be scared? Oh my God, it bit me! When the lights go out, your connection to reality fractures. The world you rely on disappears, leaving only the unknown. In a recent viral video, a blindfolded contestant had to plunge their hands into total darkness and identify random animals strictly by touch. Look at this data visualization comparing human sensory inputs. Sight accounts for roughly 80% of the information your brain processes every single second. Severing that primary data stream creates a severe cognitive deficit, thrusting the entire nervous system into a terrifying sensory vacuum. Standing in a brightly lit recording studio is perfectly safe, but reaching blindly into the dark triggers biological alarms built to keep early humans alive in the wild. At first, the contestant throws out harmless guesses, laughing and wondering if the strange texture is just Jimmy pulling a prank. Underneath that nervous laughter, complex survival mechanisms are actively scanning for immediate threats. Without visual confirmation to verify an environment is secure, the human brain automatically treats every unknown touch as a potential predator. We see this threat response activate perfectly when the contestant suddenly yells out, "This is probably the most dangerous animal. Oh my God, it bit me." That sudden burst of vocal panic is the direct result of an amygdala hijack. When a sharp object strikes the skin, specialized nerves fire a distress signal straight up the arm. This signal takes a shortcut, bypassing the logical frontal cortex and striking directly at the amygdala, the brain's fear center. The entire nervous system instantly floods with adrenaline. In the dark, the body cannot afford to wait and figure out exactly what bit it. The brain prioritizes speed over accuracy, forcing an immediate fight or flight response to guarantee survival. Once the immediate shock of the bite passes and no secondary attack happens, the brain shifts from sheer panic into active investigation. Thousands of tiny sensors in the skin, called mechanoreceptors, begin frantically sweeping the unknown surface, hunting for specific structural and textural markers. You can hear this data gathering in real time. The contestant starts calling out specific details, noticing a slender neck on one creature, and pointing out an animal's relaxed temperament. That distinct behavior, noting that the animal actually likes being held, provides enough behavioral data to correctly identify an otter. The mechanoreceptors collect isolated fragments, the drag of wet fur, the weight of the animal, the curve of a spine. The brain rapidly stitches these together into a complete 3D mental model. Cut off from the eyes, the hands take over the processing load. Touch becomes a high-resolution spatial mapping tool, effectively replacing sight. This cognitive loop hits its peak when the contestant reaches out and encounters a texture they immediately describe as sharp. Instantly, the brain scans its memory banks for a match. Those rough, scaly ridges trigger an ancient archetype, prompting the terrified guess of a little dinosaur. That sharp texture alone is enough to accurately deduce the presence of an apex predator, an alligator. Solving a high-stakes puzzle like that triggers a massive flood of dopamine, a powerful neurochemical reward. That sudden rush of relief and excitement is evolution's built-in reward system for successfully identifying and surviving a close encounter with danger. If we step back and look at this entire challenge, we can see it operates as a meticulously engineered emotional roller coaster. The viewer is dragged from the genuine terror of an alligator bite straight into the absurdity of mistaking an animal for a mini horse. This dynamic is called emotional oscillation. The brain is continuously forced to swing back and forth between primal fear and relieving comedy. This cycle of psychological whiplash maintains high engagement by preventing the nervous system from habituating. The massive view count on this challenge is a direct result of how the video exploits the human brain's natural inability to look away from a rapidly shifting threat environment. Which leaves us with one final question. Why are millions of people so compelled to watch someone else blindly grope around in the dark? Watching another person successfully navigate the unknown provides our own minds with a deep sense of satisfaction. It triggers our ancient survival programming, but without any of the actual physical risk. Every time that hand reaches out into the shadows, our minds are right there, calculating the odds and solving the tactile mystery alongside them. The host explicitly targets this internal prediction engine when he tells the audience to subscribe if they think the contestant will guess correctly. Trust the incredible biological supercomputer operating behind your instincts. Make your prediction and hit subscribe.